What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of College Football. And today we are going over DJ Lagway's injury. Why I believe his injury is more significant than people do think it is. He's in a walking boot right now. He apparently has a calf strain and he's going to miss most, if not all, of fall camp. He really missed all of the spring with a shoulder injury, if anybody doesn't know that. And I'm going to tell you guys why I think it's so significant, not only for the Florida Gators, but for his development. Now, when you look at the Florida Gators schedule, they do play a gauntlet of a schedule. They play one of the hardest schedules in college football, but they're not one of the teams that open up with a very hard schedule. Their first 2 weeks, they play LIU and USF, two teams that they could roll through with or without DJ Lagway. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see. Like we said, he is expected to play week 1 of the college football season. It's going to be interesting to see if he does, though, just because of how their schedule opens up. Like I said, with two cupcakes, you don't necessarily need to play him if he's not ready to risk more of a long-term injury. But I do believe those games are very significant as well. When you're talking about DJ Lagway, who hasn't really practiced at all almost his whole entire offseason, those two cupcake games might be tune-up games that you might need to play if you're DJ Lagway. When we look at DJ Lagway, when you look at his season last year, 1,900 yards, 12 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. We all know the situation. He got pulled in and out for Graham Mertz. In his starts, he was 6-1. But again, you're talking about a guy that didn't have an impressive start to his college football career. Now, I get it. Starting as a true freshman is very difficult. I'm usually against it. I like when true freshmen sit the whole entire year or play at the very end, like the last two games. But they put him in, obviously, with the injuries they were having in their quarterback room. He did gain the experience, but we saw a lot of costly turnovers. Like I said, you're talking about a guy as a true freshman that didn't really impress. Now, we know he's getting insane amount of hypes, and I know everything DJ Lagway can do on a football field. When you look at him as a 6'3", 240-pound quarterback, he is an absolute unit. His arm strength is through the roof. What he could do running the football as well at his size, he's going to be one of the biggest threats in college football in the run game for years to come. But again, you're looking at a quarterback coming off a true freshman season that wasn't that impressive. And now you are looking at him not getting a lot of reps. Like, you aren't talking about a college football veteran going into their last year. This to me is so significant. To be missing all of spring with a shoulder, to be missing nearly all of fall with this calf strain, you haven't practiced really much in the offseason at all. And you are coming off a year where you have struggled. And now you're playing a gauntlet in the SEC. After those two cupcake games, they play LSU, Miami, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Georgia, Kentucky, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Florida State. Like, this is a year that's so big for Billy Napier and this Florida team, a Florida team that has been on the hot seat. And like I said, a huge development year for DJ Lagway, a year that we expected him to take this tremendous jump. Usually everybody in college football with this kind of hype as a true freshman takes a jump from their freshman to sophomore year, and you have not practiced at all. I don't want you guys to think like, hey, DJ Lagway can do all of this on a football field. He has all this hype that he's just going to come in, miss practice, and absolutely explode. Like, I want to give you guys the truth. I want to tell you guys really how it is. Like, these things matter, in my opinion. This is very significant. I don't think players could just not practice at all. They are humans. Like, this was huge for his development, in my opinion. And again, if DJ Lagway comes in the middle of the season and he absolutely tears it up, he has the talent to do so for sure. But I think not practicing basically the whole entire offseason at the state of his football career where he's at, huge development years, I think that could possibly cost him and this Florida team. Like, I really do. I don't think this is something to overlook at all. If you want to overlook it in the sense like, hey, DJ Lagway is going to play football this year, yes, 100%. He's going to be on the field for Florida. But for a true freshman with this type of talent to not be developing in the offseason from his freshman to sophomore year, I think that is absolutely tremendous and cannot be overlooked. Now, we'll see how it ends up turning out this year. Again, a top Heisman candidate, a guy a ton of people are high on, a guy, like we said, we all know his ceiling as a college football quarterback, but this was the worst time for him to be injured, in my opinion. And we also got to see, again, how Florida manages it. Like I said, is he going to play in these cupcake games? Is he not going to play the first or second week of the season? We'll see what they're going to do precautionary as well. Again, even though for his development, I think it is very, very significant that he plays these tune-up games against LIU and USF. If it's going to prevent him from getting an even longer-term injury, putting him out there, then maybe I could see Billy Napier not doing that as well. We'll see how it turns out. That wraps up this very short episode of Sloppy Saturdays on why I think you shouldn't just overlook this DJ Lagway injury cycle. And we are out.